guys, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be my last reading in March, and lucky Aquarius gets my final reading. You guys are kind of always at the bottom of my list. I'm sorry, but it doesn't mean I love you any less. So I'm really excited to do readings right now because Mercury is direct and there's a lot of energy going on, and I feel like a lot of the miscommunications that we all were experiencing the last few weeks are finally righting themselves. And what better sign to do to talk about communication with than Aquarius? So I'm going to be using a few decks today, and I'm going to get right into it. So I just got back from a few days of tarot overload, but I feel very inspired, and I feel like my energy is really good, so you guys are getting a good version of me. So, wow. Okay, too many cards here. I wanted to kind of use those because I had the Emperor there, and there is like a big twin flame shift, I feel like, going on. There's a lot of videos about it, but I think we all kind of feel like there was a lot of misunderstandings during the Mercury retrograde, and a lot of people are coming forward, but I don't think it's going to be immediately. But anyway, so I got the Emperor, and I was, whatever. Okay, I'm going to get right into this. So some of you might be dealing with Leo, or also you might be kind of just getting in touch with the childlike part of you. Maybe you, during the Mercury retrograde, had sort of like everyone was kind of experiencing, you know, like having to look at like the more so the moon side of you and delve deep into things that were coming out, because when there's like miscommunication, it highlights kind of a lot of that, those things inside of us of like why we even operate that way. So so with the sun, I feel like now like the sun's coming out and there's kind of like a lot of clarity. I feel like there's also a lot of like more lightheartedness. There's you guys are maybe experiencing just a sunny period in your life. With the Six of Pentacles here, I feel like you're really looking for a balanced, reciprocal kind of situation. You want to see what you're putting in is being matched, and I feel like you are experiencing balance right now. Interestingly, we have the Six of Swords and the Five of Swords reversed. So I kind of feel with this like Six of Swords reversed that you guys were sort of maybe moving forward towards a period of like more peace, but now you actually may be kind of like reverting backwards. But what's weird is that the Five of Swords is reversed. So I feel like you are sort of willing to, I feel like, if there's been a battle or a situation, look at your side of the things, or let your, I don't know, I want to say like your guard down. So I feel like maybe the Six of Swords was this thing that you guys had implemented in place to kind of protect yourselves. And now with the Five of Swords being reversed, I feel like you no longer feel like you have to protect yourself, or you even have to go into a recovery mode, or you have to, also, I don't know why this word's coming up, but like you also might not even feel like you need to salvage what the fight was about. So you might feel like you're just kind of dropping the pieces because maybe it wasn't an equal situation, or maybe it has like kind of become more balanced, so you no longer feel like you have to kind of gear away from it. But let's see what, also with all these swords here, I feel like there's a lot of information that's being processed, especially with like Mercury going retrograde. So also maybe like trying to right all those miscommunications that happen, because swords is like all about like communication and our interactions. So I kind of feel with this Ten of Wands, you guys are sort of picking up the pieces of everything that happened, and you're kind of like collecting it, and you're like moving forward, whatever that looks like. So with this Ten of Wands, like you're kind of I feel like you are taking responsibility for your side of it, and you're kind of like, all right, like taking all my wands and I'm like moving on, kind of thing. Like Queen of Wands and Ten of Swords. Wow, with the two tens here, I feel like there's definitely been an ending, and also there's going to be a beginning. I feel like it's sort of like a revolution, like in your soul. I kind of feel like with these two tens, it's kind of like you are you've kind of accepted that this cycle is over, and it's really like kind of a burden to move forward with it, but I feel like all the information that like you accumulated during this cycle, you are taking it with you and you are learning your lesson. And then with the Queen of Wands, I feel like you guys, also with the Queen of Wands and the Sun, I really feel like you guys might be dealing with a fire sign here, like could most likely Leo, but also Sagittarius or Aries. Also, I kind of feel like you guys are embodying this Queen of Wands energy, so you feel like you're ready to take action. You're very confident right now, and you kind of feel like I don't feel like, even though the Ten of Wands is here, but the Ten of Swords is here too, so I feel like it's the end of this heavy period. I don't feel like you guys are as like burdened as you were. Like I said in the beginning, I feel like there is a light-heartedness. The Devil is reversed. Exactly, this is what I'm saying. Wow, these two major arcana together speak volumes to me, with the Devil reverse and Temperance. I feel like you guys were maybe struggling with some sort of toxic codependent cycle, or you know, doing things that weren't in your highest frequency, and now you're kind of learning how to temper that, like that desire in you to indulge in those things, or you're learning to balance. There's a lot of balance going on here too, so I feel like you're kind of not in such an extreme state anymore with the Devil energy. Some of you also might have been dealing with a Capricorn or Sagittarius, but I feel like this is really a time of like harnessing kind of like your energy with the Queen of Wands and the Temperance, and definitely like some of you are dealing, there might even be like a Sagittarius in the equation here. The Lovers is reversed. Some of you might have had a Gemini situation that is no longer a situation, or this could also kind of be talking about the Mercury retrograde, that something happened, because the Lovers is the Gemini card. Something happened during that retrograde that really kind of forced you to look at your habits and your approach to things and kind of take a more balanced approach. But some of you also might be reevaluating a love situation you might have had. Some of you might have had a Capricorn that you are no longer in a romantic situation with. Six of Wands here, so I feel like there is a confidence though. I'm getting a lot of like confident cards. Oh wow. Queen of Swords reversed and King of Wands reversed. Be careful that you're not like I don't know, like with the Queen of Swords reversed, and that's kind of like your guys' card, Page of Swords. Yeah, this is what I was gonna say. Be careful that you're not like misconstruing some information that you're seeing, and that you're not acting on it, but also with the King of Wands reversed here and the Queen of Wands, I feel like there's definitely like a soulmate kind of situation, but I feel like you guys have maybe felt like you saw something that your masculine counterpart was doing, and you don't feel like they're being faithful and loyal, and you might have actually like lashed out about it with the Page of Swords here. I feel like there's definitely some information that was gotten, and be careful about, like I always tell all the air signs, but like you guys, like communication is your forte, but it also, with Queen of Swords reversed, could mean that you're in some sort of extreme, yeah, the Judgment's here. So I feel like there's been sort of a turning point, I think, with information that is kind of like you're at this point where you're gonna have to decide, I think, what you're gonna do about this like love situation too, with the Lovers reversed. But I see there's like a lot of independence and like confidence here, so I feel like you guys are no longer dependent on this person, whether it works out or not. I feel like you're gonna be okay. It's just, I think the more so the lessons for you guys is like how you're communicating and how, you know, you could right those wrongs that you did during Mercury retrograde communication. So yeah, that's the message I have for you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.